You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS with my guest, Mr. Paul Cook.
Hello.
If the Queen called you up and says, we want to knight you, what would you do?
Knight me? Oh, God, if blimey. I'd say, oh, God, blimey. You're mad, leave it out.
Would you show up? Would you do it, or would you, don't swear, or would you blow it off?
Nah, probably not.
You wouldn't do it?
Yeah. What would there be to get out of it? What?
Well, people can say, suits you, sir.
Is that it?
I don't know. You could.
I don't know. What do you get out of that?
It probably ups your ante, your profile, your,
I mean,
your brand.
Yeah, but you know what? They're giving them away 10 a penny these days. Everyone's getting them.
That's what I'm saying. So if the Queen called you up and said...
She wouldn't give me one. I'll tell you who would have one, though.
I know, Rottenberger.
Sir John Rotten. That's got a nice ring to it.
Sir Johnny Rottenberger.
Everyone's got them.
What do you mean, you can buy them?
No, I mean they give them to everyone now. Cliff
Rod
Richard,
Stewart just
even
got one.
Rod Stewart got one. You know, every 2-bit pop. So Van Morrison got one. Do you know Van Morrison got one?
He's 2-bit.
He got one.
Bleeding 2-bit.
Not saying that he shouldn't.
2-bit Mick.
Not saying that he shouldn't get one, but you know.
Big eye Mick.
Lenny Henry got one. They don't know Lenny Henry. He's a comedian in London.
He got one?
Lenny Henry. They've all got them, so...
Did Shabby Tiger get one?
Shabby Tiger, they might have done. Can't remember. I think Lieutenant Pigeon got one.
He got one too?
Some oldie oldo.
So what's the difference between being knighted and an OBE? The Beatles got an OBE, right?
Yeah, that's lower down the scale, OBE.
That's the tuppence version of being knighted?
No, it's an award for services to the country or whatever. It's OBE, MBE, CBE, it goes up.
Do you know what they stand for, OBE?
Brown Noser or something. Brown Noser.
Mr. Brown Nose?
Yeah, something like
Award?
that. Order of the British Empire, I believe. OBE. Or MBE, Member of the British Empire.
Yeah, summonsed.
Yeah. So they go up in order and then you get sirs.
So he's got both then, Paul McCartney. He got an OBE and he got knighted, didn't he? Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can get them all, yeah. He could even be, I don't know, he could be made a lord even one day. I think you can be made a lord as well.
And if you got a sex change, you could get a damed
Dames, yeah.
afterwards, so you can get the whole lot.
I think they gave Elton John a dame, didn't they?
Oh, really?
Dame Elton John, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And Sir David Furnish.
Who's that?
Furnisher. He's other half.
Times Furnishing?
Yeah, he's other half. Careful.
What was that?
Dunno.
Oh, I just got hurt me
Was
rib.
that you?
Oh, man.
It's all that laughing. That's that you've done your ribs. I suppose you've told them all about your ribs on the show, right?
Of course.
Too much mirth and merriment. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah. I did actually have a good laugh a couple of weeks ago, and it really made it worse.
A right old bellyful, was it?
Yeah. Should we play some Cars? Are you familiar with Cars, Mr. Cook?
Yeah, I am.
This is a track called Candy O. Do you know this track?
No.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS, with my guest, Mr. Paul Cook. You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS. That was Thin Lizzy, Cowboy Song. Then Them, Baby Please Don't Go. 2 Irish artists right there.
Yep.
Kinks with Sir
Ray Davis.
Waterloo Sunset. And we start with Cars, Candy O, from the album Candy O. My guest, Mr. Paul Cook. Sir Paul Cook.
Good afternoon.
I think it has...
Got a ring.
It
Got a
does
ring
sound legit.
Yeah, it's not bad. Good, nice English name.
Sir Paul Cook.
To go with Sir Van Morrison.
We can make it more regal. Ready? Sir Paul Thomas Cook.
There you go. P.T. Cook.
So your dad named your middle name Thomas after him?
Yeah,
Was that the concept? You chewing gum?
yeah. I better take it
You
out.
better take that art.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're Philip.
Yeah, God knows who that was named
Steve.
after. Philip.
Philip.
Probably after Prince Charles, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Was he in power when I was born? No, he was around though,
Yeah.
right? 55.
Oh, Prince Philip.
Yeah.
Of course he was. Yeah.
Was he a prince then?
He was the king then. Yeah. Or the Prince Regent. Yeah. Married to the Queen. Philip.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Muppet.
53. She came on the throne. Queen Elizabeth. Still there today.
Do you think it's important, all that nonsense back there?
It is back for the UK. Yeah. It's a big thing. Yeah.
What does it do? Because you live there still. That's
Well,
why I'm asking.
The people love her and adore her still.
The
and
Queen.
The Queen, yeah, and it's a tie to history, and it's all about the country and tourism and pageantry and link with the past and all that sort of stuff. And it's massive still. People are obsessed by the royal family back home.
The bloodline.
Yeah, and all around the world they're obsessed with them actually as well.
Yeah.
Not so much over here anymore. I'm not sure. We're a long way from the. I think they are.
No, they still, people are still interested in all that,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
It's good for the country, really, I suppose. I'm not a royalist or anything, but, you know, it's compared to other countries. The alternative would be having a president like President Blair or something.
Yeah, but they're not connected back. You know, the presidents ain't connected bloodline.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, you get voted, obviously, but with the bloodline, with the royal family, yeah, it goes back to whenever, centuries.
Way beyond Henry, right?
Well.
Who was the first king? King Stephen of
William
Lindblade?
William the Conqueror, you fool.
He was the first one?
Yeah. Well, no, there was...
He was French, wasn't he?
Yeah. It goes back. There was Anglo-Saxon kings of England way before that. Yeah, it goes way back. So then we got invaded by the Normans.
I thought someone told me you was smart at school.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, yeah. Then we got invaded by the Normans, then the Vikings.
Norman Wisdom?
The Norman Wisdoms and the Visigoths.
So
Anyway.
who decided we're going to make a royal family? Like, that had to have started somewhere, right?
Yeah, tribalism, yeah, the leader of the tribe, I guess, yeah, that's where it all came from.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to have a leader, right?
Yeah. People like having a leader.
They like having someone to follow, yeah, it's just basic human instinct, I
A
guess.
lot of people don't want to be leaders.
A figurehead.
They do. They just want to be told what to do.
Yeah, need a figurehead, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to have a leader in a band, right?
I guess so, yeah.
And look where that gets you.
Well, it all depends.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing I regret is that we can't get along in the Sex Pistols. That's the only regret that I got. There was nothing wrong to me in breaking up when we did. But whenever we want to get back together, all being in our 60s now, why it can't be easy.
You think you'd get over stuff, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I'm well over it. I'm okay with everyone. I mean, I speak to everyone really. I speak to Glenn, you, and John a little bit.
You do. You're the.
Yeah, I'm the foundation.
You're the middleman. You're the. What do you call it?
Some people just can't get over it. In whatever walks of life, you know.
And it's so funny. I don't even know what we're arguing about.
Nothing.
What the beef is. I don't even know
There
what
ain't
the beef
one.
is. It's crazy, right? But we're not the only
Yeah.
band that does
No,
that,
I know.
obviously. But it's the same thing. No one knows why we hate each other. We just do.
It's just music and egos,
Mm.
basically. People get very touchy about music and being told what to do and what not to do, right?
Yeah. It was good in the beginning, though, before we had any success, right?
Yeah, before you have time to think about anything, you just do it.
Before there's any dough, before there's any fame, you kind of get along and just get on with it.
Well, when everything comes naturally, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, we made that album, never mind the bollocks, didn't even think about it, did we? Just went in and done it, basically, you know.
Yeah.
It all came along organically, as
Yeah.
they say, right?
Are you filming any of this? Okay.
Oh,
You've done it now.
I'm on record.
You've done it now, son.
What have I done?
Nothing. We're going to visit the Duke.
Go on then.
It's Duke of Kent He was a bloodline, right?
Duke of Kent. There is still a Duke of Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cousin to the Queen or something. One of those.
Who's next in line to be king or queen?
Charles
Prince Charles
with the heroes.
with the lugs.
Yeah, and then William,
I reckon he's a dragon.
the dragon.
I think he's a lizard. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Charles. I think he's one of them
One of what?
lizard people. Aliens. I know.
I think he's the FA Cup.
He's definitely the FA Cup with them heroes. He must hear everything.
Would you like to have a drink with him one day and just go, cheers, big ears?
We're here with Mr. Paul Cook, Sir Paul Thomas Cook, actually, with King Stephen of Linblade, and we're going to visit the Duke of Kent. Thank you.